Hey, Coaching Success Radio. What's up? It's William here, and today's podcast is short and sweet. And oh my gosh, it is super, super important that you pay attention to this because I am going to give you just a little nugget that pushed me from going and barely getting by to having coaching client after client after client after client and rapidly massively increasing the number of sales, the amount of money I was able to charge, everything by just making one single mind shift tweak. And here it is.
As I build my coaching business, I want to know how to effectively serve clients and make more money doing it. This podcast will pull back the curtain to reveal exactly how successful coaches are building their empires. Join me as I engage with top coaches from all over the world to discover their secrets. No theatrics and no theory, just real life strategy. My name is William Winterton, and this is Coaching Success Radio.
All right, let me give a quick backstory before I get started. For a long time, before I started coaching coaches, I was coaching real estate investors and real estate private lenders. Did that for quite a while, and then I started coaching small business owners. And in amongst the small business owner world, I was coaching a few people who were involved in multi-level marketing. And one of my clients came to me. She was having some struggles trying to figure out a number of things. I like MLMs. Those are things like Pampered Chef or Amway, things that require you to get a downline and stuff. If you are a member of an MLM, Stephen Larson has an amazing course out there, MLM Hacks. You should just check it out on YouTube. Give him a little shout out. He's coming on my show in July. I'm so excited. So anyway, where was I? Okay, so I was working with her on her MLM, and it was interesting because she had made a few sales, but really wasn't making any progress, and she was concerned because she thought, well, I've kind of tapped all the resources I have, right? Like I've talked to, when you get started in multi-level marketing, they tell you to tap your friends and family and everybody, like make a list of people. It's really kind of a lame old school process that I don't teach and Stephen Larson doesn't teach, and it really doesn't work well anymore if you want to make money and that kind of stuff, to just, go and bombard every single person and say, hey, I sell this product, you should buy this. Because if you do that, pretty soon people are going to look at you like, oh crap, here they come, they're going to start selling me something again, right? And you don't want that. That sucks. But what you want is you want to get a hold of people who want what you have and who need what you have and are willing to pay for what you have. So what we did with her in this instance was she was trying to reach people, and she ended up having a conversation with somebody that she had just met who was not a coworker, not a friend, but was outside of that circle of people that you're supposed to talk to as a distributor of her company. And she was just talking to this person and struck up a conversation, and it turns out this person actually was a perfect candidate. And not only did this person buy one of the products, but became a distributor under her. So she ended up getting a downline person under her just from a conversation. And I remember this, she came on the call and she was all excited and just telling me all this stuff that happened. And she's like, I don't know what happened. It was so crazy. But suddenly, it was like, I got this person and I signed him up. And then she said something to me that was really amazing. I had to kind of stop her. And I said, say that again. Do it one more time. Because what she said accidentally was so powerful that I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to apply this to every step of my life from here on out. Every step of my sales life, my business life, my personal life, this can just absolutely apply. And I don't think she meant it to be this wise and this great. And maybe on the surface, it doesn't seem to be, but if you dig into it, super, super powerful. And here's all she said. You ready? She said, if I can get this one person to buy, if I can get this one person to get excited about this, there's got to be somebody else who can get excited about this. And I know this company's doing well and people are selling these products all the time. That means people are out there. So all I have to do is find the right people, and I'm going to make a ton of money selling because they're already out there. They're already buying the product. They're already hungry for what I have to offer. And she didn't say it quite like that, but she was just saying, look, I've got one person who came to me. They bought this thing. That means I've got to be able to figure out how to do that again. And we were talking and we came up with some strategies, and she went on and has done actually pretty well. I don't know. I haven't talked to her. It's been a little while. I don't know if she's still doing the MLM. I think she's moved on to another. I know she was looking at another business that she and a friend were going to start up, all sorts of stuff down the road. But that nugget, that one little conversation, it really like stuck with me. And I kind of filed it away in the back of my brain. I may have written it down on my phone or something like that. I just remember it stuck. Like there's no reason why this has to be a one and out proposition, right? So as I started building my coaching business and actually growing it, I had clients coming in and I was doing okay. But in more and more conversations, I find myself saying that, yeah, if you can get just one person to sign up with you as a client, there's no reason why a second person can't do it and a third person. You just have to find them. They're out there. They're everywhere. They are all over the place. Your perfect client, your ideal client is there. And they're waiting for you to reach them. Somebody is going to connect with them. There is a coach out there who will connect with that person if you don't do it. Do you get this? Do you understand how powerful this is? What this means is if you want to scale your business, if you want to grow and add more clients to your pipeline, if that's what you're struggling with, if you're struggling because you're charging what you think is a good price and people will say, oh, it's too expensive, I can't afford it, and you're like, oh, I don't know, maybe I should charge less, but you know your value is there, you're just not talking to the right people. You're just not in front of the right groups. You're not in front of people who are hungry enough for what you have to offer. Or maybe the problem you're solving, you need to make it a little bit bigger, juicier offer. Maybe you're solving something that really isn't going to draw in, but if you added another piece or two that you could solve, that you could add in, then maybe it would be worth it. And you could start getting the kind of money and getting the kind of clients that you want to have. Because I guarantee you, somebody out there is attracting the people that you want. And somebody out there is selling what it is that you're selling. So if they're out there buying anyway, what's stopping you from being that person to do it? So if you make that mind shift, if you suddenly say, you know what, there's no scarcity. All right, it's not that these people don't exist. It's not like, and I do not agree that anybody has a niche. Nobody's in a niche that is so small or so, like oversaturated that there's no way they can possibly make it work, right? I don't care if you're a health coach. I guarantee you, you can carve out a slice of that industry. It's a huge industry. It's huge. So you can absolutely carve out a slice of that and make that work for you, right? If you're a life coach, if you're a business coach, right? If you work with whoever, right? There's a slice of that market that you can carve out for yourself. You just have to be crystal clear about who it is that you're serving, and you have to make sure that you get your audience to hear your message, because they're out there and they're willing to reach in their pocket and pay you. And as soon as you realize that, as soon as you unlock that idea that, you know what, if one person's going to do this, there's no reason why two. There's no reason why three. And that's when you get these systems in place. And once you put that perfect system in place, your pipeline starts getting full of exactly the right people. You start figuring out exactly how many people it takes in conversation before you get a person to go through with it. You just say, okay, I know that basically based on my pipeline, I'm going to have 7 conversations with people this week through coaching calls, through strategy sessions, whatever. Out of those 7 conversations, maybe 1 or 2, that's kind of what the average is going to sign up. And when they sign up, I get the 4 or 5 or 6 clients a month from that. And then out of those, I have my larger plan, whatever you're going into, people who could do retreats or do your platinum membership or whatever it is that you're offering. There's a percentage of that. And it just becomes a matter of numbers. Right? You just dial it in because you know the system. But right now, so many coaches don't have something dialed in. They don't have a plan. So that's why it feels like you're out there just, throwing darts at the wall. It's like you have no idea. It's almost like you're hunting, and every time you fire a shot, all the birds fly off, and you can't target it right. You have to actually be in a spot where you are specific, you're crystal clear in your messaging, and your audience hears you, because believe me, the person that you are supposed to serve, the people that you are supposed to serve, they are out there and they are ready to take you and give you money and get their problem solved. So let's make that happen. If you want to reach out to me, feel free anytime. You can reach me. I'm available. I have a webinar up right now that will walk you through a process that will take you exactly the process that I use with my clients. And it'll take you from where you are right now to making 5 figures a month in your coaching. Just go to williamwinterton.com. Just go right there and just check it out. If you're ready to go on, just go to williamwinterton.com/apply, and you can apply. We can just have a phone conversation. I can kind of see where you're at, give you some strategies, give you some ideas, and see if we're a good fit to work together. I'd love to help you out. But in any case, understand that there are people out there ready and waiting for you to serve them, and you're doing a disservice to them and to yourself if you don't position yourself right to realize that, look, one person, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. When that first person gets coaching from you, that's all it should take for you to realize, man, I can get one person signed up. There's no reason why I can't get 50 people to sign up over the course of this year. 100% possible.
Wow, that was awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in and checking us out. New episodes are coming out every few days, including lots of conversations with massively successful coaches sharing their secrets with you. So be sure to subscribe to our podcast and YouTube channel so that you don't miss out. And if you're looking for a way to start making serious money from your coaching, you need to check out my free training. It's at williamwinterton.com. I lay out the step-by-step on how to start making 5 figures a month in the next 60 days. Check it out, williamwinterton.com. I'll see you next time.